Do you want to be successful in life? Do you want to be successful in your business? Do you want to have $1 million in the bank? Do you want to be super fit? Do you want to be able to run marathons? The answer to all of these questions is probably yes, because who wouldn't want these things? Who wouldn't want to be fit and healthy and happy and wealthy? The answer to all those questions is usually a resounding no duh. And that's why these aren't good questions to ask. Asking yourself, what do I want, is only useful to serve as a guiding light, to point you in the right direction so that you know you're working on something that matters to you. But beyond that, having a goal around wanting to achieve or have something serves virtually no point. You've heard me say this in the past. I call these magic wand goals. If I could wave a magic wand and give it to you, of course you would accept it. If I could wave a magic wand and give you $1 million, give you a successful business that runs without any problems, give you a beautiful, healthy, fruitful relationship with your partner, give you that body you've always admired, if I could give you these things, of course you'd take them, you'd say thank you, and you'd accept them. The actual question you need to ask yourself is, how much is it worth? Because everything has a cost. $1 million doesn't cost $1 million. $1 million costs the time, the energy, the intention that it takes you to get it. Your dream body, a healthy relationship, a successful business, all of these things come with costs. So the question is, how much are you willing to pay? Hey, 1 second before we continue. If you're enjoying this episode, if you're learning something from this show, if you're catching yourself saying, man, this is so helpful, this Paul guy is pretty smart. First of all, thank you. But secondly, if that is you, you might have asked, how can I work with Paul? Can he help me create the change I've been looking for? And if you have, you're in luck. Because after 12 years as a coach, both in person and online, for the first time ever, I'm opening up my calendar specifically to talk to you, my podcast listener. Use the link in the show notes to book a completely free coaching session. If you need help with nutrition, fitness, motivation, mindset, basically anything that goes into building your happy, healthy life, then I want to talk to you. Click the link in the show notes and let's chat. I created this podcast to help, and now I want to go deeper. This is the first time I've ever offered anything like this, and I don't know how long it'll last or how long I'll be able to keep doing it, so take advantage while you can. All right? Now let's get back to the show. Clearly, most of these things, we're not talking about paying specifically with money. Maybe with something like a business, you could actually outright buy it and you could put a literal financial number on how much would you pay for a successful laundromat business. $500,000 to have a business that runs itself and prints this much money in this much time. And then you can see if a business costs more than that for sale, it's not a good deal. And if it costs less than that, maybe it is. But you can do the same type of analysis with all goals and everything that you're trying to achieve. It's not, do you want a happy marriage? It's, what are you willing to give up to get it? Are you willing to go through the fights? Are you willing to go to therapy? Are you willing to have the hard conversations? Are you willing to do all of the grimy, mucky stuff that is challenging in the moment? The stuff that you don't want to do, but it's the stuff that you must go through to get to that result. So how much is it worth to you? What are you willing to pay to get the result? Because if you're not willing to do the work, you're not willing to pay the cost, you can't say that you want to get the thing. You want to have the thing. You want to have it given to you. You would accept it if it were given to you. But that's a very different thing than saying, I'm ready to do the work to get it. And beyond that, beyond how much is it worth to you and what are you willing to pay to get it, another important question, maybe more important than those questions, is, are you okay with being bad at this? Are you okay with sucking at it? Probably for a long time and definitely an undisclosed amount of time. So whatever you're trying to get, whatever you're trying to be good at, are you okay with the opposite side of that coin for an undetermined amount of time? So if you want to be rich, are you okay with being broke for a long time to get there? If you want a healthy relationship, are you okay with going through the unhealthy parts of your relationship to work on your attachment, to work on your triggers? If you want to be fit and healthy, are you okay with going through the parts where you suck at working out, where running is hard, where your knees hurt, where you get winded after running a block? Because that comes before you run a marathon. You can't have the good without the bad. You can't have the end result without all of the suckiness that comes before it. So yes, it's important to ask yourself, what do you want? You need to have goals and have a vision, but you can't stop there. The key is to first ask yourself, what do you want? But then to go a step further and ask, what are you willing to give up to get there? How much is it worth to you? And then, are you okay with sucking for a long time? Are you okay with going through the negative, the bad, the shitty parts for days, weeks, months, potentially years? Because in reality, that is part of the cost too. Time is part of the cost. And in that time, you have to be okay with the bumps and the bruises that come along with it. So when you're asking yourself, what are you willing to pay for it? Think about a timeline. If this doesn't happen, how long are you willing to work at it? How long are you willing to not have the thing on the path to getting it? Meaning, if you want to be fit, are you okay with being unfit for the next 6 months, for the next year, for the next 5 years? If you want to run a marathon, are you okay with running and being winded after 1 block, then 2 blocks, then 3 blocks, then 1 mile for 6 months? For a year maybe, if it takes you that long to build up to it? Or are you going to quit because you aren't good at it, because you don't have the result right out of the gate? Now, obviously, ironically, you might understand that you're going to get the shitty parts no matter what. If you're not fit and your goal is to be fit, inherently, you're going to be unfit for as whatever stretch of time if you don't actively set out to achieve that goal. If you're already broke, you're going to be broke for whatever stretch of time. So it's ironic in the sense that we hold ourselves back because we don't want to do the very thing we're already doing. People go, well, I don't want to be bad at going to the gym, so I don't go to the gym. It's like, well, you already are bad at going to the gym because you don't know how to do it. I don't want to learn how to invest, so I have never invested. Well, you already don't know how to invest. You suck at it. Well, maybe if you put up with a little bit of discomfort right now, a little bit of unfamiliarity right now, you'd be able to get past that sticking point and you'd be able to achieve whatever it is that you want. So my action step for you today is to go deeper than just what do you want? What do you want to achieve? Ask yourself, what are you willing to commit to it? What are you willing to give up? And how long are you ready to be bad at it? Because I can promise you, the longer you're okay with being bad at something, paradoxically, the faster you'll get good at it and the sooner you'll achieve your goals and be able to move past it. And that is change made easy. Before you go, I want to talk to you. Literally. For the first time ever in over 12 years as a coach and 4 years doing this podcast, I'm opening up my schedule to help listeners like you for free. I'm offering a free coaching session to you as a thank you for supporting this show. I help people create their healthy habits and happy lives and create positive change around their health, wealth, and relationships. Whatever you're working on, mind, body, and soul, we can cover it all. If you're struggling, I want to help you build a plan to get through it and past it. So go into the show notes and click the link that says book a free call today. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep doing this, and my schedule will fill up. So if you want to take advantage, make it happen ASAP.